Word for me.
Good evening and welcome to OmniBros Live on a Thursday, the holiday gift guide featuring the Omnibus Collector. And me, I'm OmniDog, and Comics Guide 101's trying to cause trouble.
Always.
Always. He's trying to get me to say a word, and I'm not saying it.
Fiduciary. That's the word, folks.
Fiduciary. Yeah, that's a bad word.
Defenestration.
Throwing someone out the window. I love that word. Yeah, so we're all about words tonight. Here on OmniBros Live, where we've got the holiday gift guide, which I'm kind of excited about. That was whose idea was that? Gio's? He's smart. He's good with topics. If you guys decided to do it, did you do it? Do you have any ideas for holiday gifts?
Well, I mentioned earlier that I'd say some stuff about like if you're specifically wanting to get like comic related things for kids.
Okay.
I have some suggestions for that stuff. Should I also say what I said in the chat though?
About all your robot harem stuff? Oh, you mean in the chat. Sorry. I thought you meant in the green room.
If you're meaning to do your shopping online for Christmas, by this point, I would consider that your gifts are probably not going to arrive in time.
Do it now. At least now.
This
2nd of December.
Yeah, this week is probably like the end of where you can expect to have stuff on time for Christmas. Next week you're really pushing it, and then after that there's no chance. But like I warned people back in like October because things are just worse this year than even last year, and last year was like the worst year for this stuff ever. So it's just not going to be a good, and I'm kind of screwed myself because I still haven't gotten my wife's Christmas gift. So
yeah, my wife doesn't want a Christmas gift. She wants to go someplace.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is 2017, we went to a really nice boutique hotel on the water in St. Michael's, Maryland. She doesn't remember any of it because she ate an edible and thought I was trying to kill her. We missed everything that weekend. We had dinner Friday night, and then the rest of the weekend was shot. So she wants to go back to that place without eating an edible and experience it. And so that's going to be her Christmas gift. We'll do it in January.
That's a good gift. That's pretty cool, man.
We're doing a trip in January, but it was already pre-planned, and there's an expectation of gifts. It's just I keep asking, like, tell me options. Like, give me like 5 stores, like 5 designers or something, and tell me like 3 types of items, and I'll just mix and match. Because I'm like, I don't want to get you earrings from this high-end store, and then you be like, when do I ever wear fancy earrings? Like, so I was like, give me some choices. And she's like, well, you haven't told me what you want. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you
look at my stuff. I just want pick anything here and get me something similar.
She's also done well in the past to like reach out to like you and ask you like, hey, what's something he doesn't have?
Oh yeah, that's right. I've helped her twice, I think, for like your birthday and Christmas, I think. That's right. I've also helped T-Lar Blunt's wife. I will say your wife could be hard to shop for because she is a very sharp dresser, and I think she's probably very particular about what her clothes are. Is that right? I mean, she's a pretty well put together. When I saw her, when I've seen her before, she's got some really nice stuff on that looks
nice layered, boots, pants,
exactly,
leather jacket, scarf, whatever. Like, so
Right.
I couldn't do the clothes because that's a whole nother like just sinkhole of like if you get the wrong size, it's like, you really think I'm this big? Like,
Okay, so you were thinking about like accessories.
yeah,
Okay.
rings,
Yeah.
bracelets, necklaces,
Okay.
purse, clutch, wallet,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff. So I just need to figure out like specifically because it's like she's already got a few bags from X designer and one from Y designer. Like she has 4 bangles from David Yerman that like
Is
I
that
or my
good?
parents have gotten her, and so like I just don't want to like do the same thing over and over again. And yeah,
Here's our buddy from Malaysia, Farhan.
Hey, Farhan. Get her a
How's it
mini
going,
horse.
Farhan? Hello, Jess, Riley, and Lou. Nice to see you guys on the way to the office here. So thanks for being good company. Peace and love. Are you finally, you must be finally out of lockdown then, Farhan. You're going to the office? Because it seemed like you were in and out of lockdown for a really long time.
Although with Omnicron, I think is what it's called. He might be back there in a few weeks.
I got beaten on by Omar because
Yeah.
your post was like the first time I heard the variant's name. And
Yeah.
which was like today. And how long has it been around? Is it
just a couple days.
Oh,
A couple
okay.
days, yeah, but it's already in Canada, and of course, the first US one will be at a weeb convention. Thanks, nerds.
Yeah, was it an anime convention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did somebody and then so I just made a remark that it sounded like the HasLab transformer that Omar got, and he came in and beat on me with 2 sentences, which he can do. And then I was on the phone with him earlier. He's like, "Oh, I had a bad day. I need you to call me." And I'm like, "Gee, it sounds important. I better get on the phone." He makes he had a problem with technology, and I'm like, "Oh, boo-hoo." And then he starts lighting into me about how he knows somebody that he has on his show all the time that knows the most about the Silver Age and specifically the Legion of Superheroes. I'm like, oh, this is twice now. He's just gone right into my chest and ripped my heart out. He has on his show somebody that knows more about the Legion of Superheroes and then makes fun of Omicron or Omnicron or whatever it is. So here's Rose Gray. Rose Gray, have you started any of those books I sent you?
Hey, did they get them?
He got them, I think, over the weekend.
Awesome.
He did not come to me for help. He came to me to complain.
See, that should have been your first guess. Omar calling you for tech support.
Well, it was to complain about it, not for tech support. No, he knows better than that. Farhan says, Jess, we have been out and running since September, but still with strict operations procedure here. Okay.
Damn shame, man. Come to Florida.
It's still the everything's wide open there, huh?
It never closed.
I'm worried about posting this because this is mostly on me and Lou. I guess Riley was going to get dragged into it too. For Christmas, the collector wants Batman damned cosplay OmniBros play that we were promised years ago.
I wasn't under the impression that we were supposed to do like
it was a radio show.
Yeah.
A radio show, yeah.
So we're gonna do voices for the characters and stuff.
Yeah, but then we felt like we were going to run into copyright problems because we were going to show every page and do the voice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's when you just don't monetize the video.
Isn't there a guy on?
Yes.
Well, how does he do it?
I can't stand the guy.
I know. I'm sorry I brought it up, but I mean he reads comics out loud. How does he? Does he show or does he just sit there and read them? Does he show the pictures at all?
He blanks out the word balloons. So, but he's basically reading you the comic with the art on the screen.
But he blanks out the word balloons.
But he blanks out the word balloons because I guess people are lazy and they don't want to read. I guess I don't know. I personally don't get the appeal, and I've listened to the guy enough on podcasts and stuff where I'm like, you're kind of a dick, and I don't get you. Super chat.
Jimmy Owens, buddy, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry I don't have access. I don't think I have access to. I know I don't have access to anything interesting like what we used to have.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think Gabe handed those keys over to Gio.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. Did I put something in the thank you for the super chat. And Jimmy's a great guy. He sent me the nicest letter. No, I don't have it. I can play you the Batter Days theme song. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, that's just an overlay. I need a video clip or something, don't I? What is this? Oh, there we go. Okay, wait, I did it. Let me take his comment down.
I didn't think about that. Atit makes a good point.
There.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Jimmy. How about that? Okay, good. That's the only one I have. So, Jimmy wrote me the nicest email, and he is a really good guy. Let's see what else is happening in here. Oh hell no, I'm bogged down with Morrison's Doom Patrol Omni. Oh, okay. Well, you won't get to my books for a while then. That I say.
Yeah, that's a thick boy.
Yeah.
May be able to finish that one by the time the Rachel Pollack Omni comes out.
Has that been solicited?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm up for that.
I think it's due out spring, but I mean everything's getting pushed back, so who knows?
We need to talk about our fabulous sponsor. Okay. InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to on the homepage up to 65% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. At the end of every month, we give away a $50 gift card. Somebody just won it, and I can't remember his name, and I just sent it to Emily. Who was that person? Well, he won. Congratulations to him. He won a $50 gift card, and we do that at the end of every month, courtesy of IST. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Thank you. Okay, InStock Trades. Jingle time. That's right. God bless you, Jess, for showing that. Now my Friday morning in the office just brightened up with all the old ladies here. Well, if we get another super chat, I can do it again. Crash line. Ever since I cracked my front tooth on one of those mouth harps, hearing that sound makes me wince. Yeah, that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here to talk about gifts, holiday gifts, not gifts, gifts. So who would like to make a suggestion first on what one of our, somebody's from Mexico. Kevin de la Roca. Greetings from Mexico. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Riley, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I might ask you to throw some pictures up for me. So
how do I do that?
Damn it.
Never mind.
Did you give them to me?
No, I was just gonna state something, and then if you looked it up and pulled a picture. So
okay.
my mission on this one was I wanted to come up with gifts for the kids and stuff. If you have children, or you have younger, nieces and nephews and stuff that you want to get these comic or also manga related gifts for, there are plenty of options out there. Excuse me. So just this year we have, if you want to give kids the gift of classic comics from Marvel, just this year we did have that Mighty Marvel Masterworks line that started up. And I believe so far we've had first volumes released for Spider-Man, Avengers, and the X-Men, and Thor. Daredevil is coming soon. But these are cheap paperback volumes, digest-sized, basically, versions of the first volumes of the Marvel Masterworks. Actually, I think they have fewer issues in them. But these are great ways to, if you want to get the kids in your life in starting to read the classics, to check out these characters and stuff, this is a great way to do that, to introduce them to the classic Lee and Kirby years on some of these classic titles, the Lee and Ditko Spider-Man, stuff like that. However, there are also plenty of great options, cheap options for the kids in your life who might want something a little bit more modern to read and a little more exciting. And for those, Marvel has the entire graphic novel line of those, again, digest-sized collections. Look up Mighty MMW.
That is. I got it.
Just under Mighty, instead of Marvel Masterwork.
Mighty Marvel Masterwork.
Yeah, look up, if you just look Mighty MMW, it should pop up with all of them.
I thought I did sold out. Okay, hang on.
Word of advice: don't give your kids classic Stan Lee's Thor, because they'll never want to read a comic again.
No
we have some upcoming ones as well. Doctor Strange, Fantastic Four. Yeah, the Hulk one had come out.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. So the second line, those are going to be the ones that are already available. And you see each of these is currently about $10. You got Spider-Man has 2 volumes out, Thor, Avengers, Hulk.
That's cool.
This is great. This is great stuff. I love the early Spider-Man stuff.
Steve Ditko era?
Yeah.
It's classic, man. It's classic for a reason.
So that's a great way if you're wanting to get kids interested in those early era comics and stuff. I think, the Spider-Man one's probably the best quality stories that would appeal more to a younger audience, personally. And with the new Spider-Man movie coming out in just a couple of weeks now, it's also going to be at the forefront of everyone's mind. So, of course, over here we can see that IST doesn't have the first volume of the Spider-Man Mighty Marvel Masterworks, but they do have the second one, and you can usually those older issues are pretty standalone. You can jump in wherever you want anyway. Some cool stuff there. Now the other stuff that I was going to mention, I'm going to see if I can find it myself, is stuff like if you look up, Jess, look up Marvel-Verse
on the thing on In Stock Trades.
Yeah,
Marvel-Verse.
That's it.
Marvel. See, Geo's way faster at this than I am because my computer's in such a weird place. Oh, look at all those things. Okay, just a sec.
So the Marvel-Verse paperback, once Jess gets them up, you guys can see them as well. These are nice collected editions that just pull a few issues from various series, key issues. They're graphic novel size, so they're smaller than the standard paperback. But for instance, if we look at Marvel-Verse Loki, you get Amazing Spider-Man 503 to 504. That's from the J. Michael Straczynski run. Journey into Mystery 626.1. That's the Gillen run. Avengers 300. Silver Surfer number 4. So a few issues, not much, just a few issues of material that are, classic stories to kind of get a reader familiarized with the comic versions of these characters. And we have, Hawkeye here. You get a few issues of Hawkeye comics that might be interesting to someone who, especially that includes the generations Hawkeye and Hawkeye. issue, that definitely be interesting for a kid who is enjoying the Hawkeye show. Marvelverse Spider-Man includes the Mythos Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 32 to 33, and Marvel Adventures Spider-Man 2 and 3. So you get 5 or 6 issues in each of these, and the price point, it has a cover price of $9.99, so they're discounted to about $6. And they've got tons of them for all types of characters, with a lot of them coming out soon. Marvelverse for Moon Girl, Marvelverse for Doctor Strange. And this is just a taste of the GN line, which is basically like their younger reader stuff. If your younger reader wants to also experience something that is like an ongoing narrative, they also have plenty of those cheaper graphic novels. Like if you go to Hawkeye GN, the second listing on there is going to be for one of the Hawkeye, the one with Kate Bishop on it. And so there are a few volumes of that series in particular. Again, low price point. That's $12.99, discounted on IST to $8.05, and it includes issues of Kelly Thompson's Hawkeye run, focusing on Kate Bishop, as well as the follow-up stuff starting in the beginning of West Coast Avengers. And there are a ton of these GN's graphic novels that include a good amount of issues. Like that's what, 13 through 16, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus the one shot, plus 4. That's 9 issues worth of material in there for less than $15 cover price.
$8 at InStockTrades.com.
Yeah. So these are
2% off loyalty discount.
These are great books, in my opinion, great books that you can gift easily there, especially for, pay attention to the age requirements or suggestion, because some of these might be a little bit more mature than others, but these are great to get the younger readers into these stories. These are great to, if I have nieces and nephews whom I would, might want to buy. That's not what I got them for Christmas, but if they were interested in getting some books, these would be perfect for them. Low price point, good amount of material, familiar characters that they're interested in. So that's a great one. Now, the next one I want to suggest is Pokemon is always big.
What was the word?
Pokemon. Pokemon. Look up Pokemon Collectors Edition. So Pokemon right now, they just released the remakes of Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl. The franchise is
what's this doing there?
Big as it's ever been. The obviously Pokemon Collector's Edition.
Where am I? Here, is this the yellow one?
Yeah, so that one, and you can see similar volumes below it as well.
I got thrown off by seeing Upgrade Soul and Dark Knight Returns 3 or something.
Yeah, that's Pokemon.
Yeah,
Pokemon cards, Pokemon the shows, the everything, and the Pokemon manga is a ton of fun.
And that's what this is, Pokemon manga.
This is the Pokemon Adventures manga. They just released. There's the regular editions, which you can find like box sets for the entirety of like the first generation, second generation, third generation, for low prices. But if you want to go for something a little bit nicer, these Pokemon Adventures Collector's Editions are a larger trim size. They're 3-in-1 volumes, except for the last one is 2-in-1. And they collect the entirety of the first 3 generations worth of the Pokemon Adventures manga. It's a great alternative take on the story from the games, not the story from the anime. It's based directly on the story from the games. It says all ages. I will warn that there is sometimes a little bit of violence just with the Pokemon themselves fighting against each other. This one's from the standard editions of the, like I was saying, there's the standard editions or the collector's editions, but
okay,
being right. As I am who I am, I got the collector's editions. They're the nicer, thicker.
Okay, and I was just showing Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Where's
so there's a lot of stuff, but every bit of the Pokemon manga that I have read, I have greatly enjoyed, and I would highly recommend it if you do have kids in your life who are into Pokemon, and that is a lot of kids right now.
collectors? Okay, I showed this. Is this kid's name Ash?
That is not, I believe that's Black. Yeah.
Oh, was there a kid named Ash?
Ash is the protagonist of the anime.
Going
Okay.
20 years strong.
That's I remember seeing the Pokemon movie with my daughter when she was in kindergarten, I think.
Oh.
It was rough. Oh, but I mean everybody else there should like it. Okay, Pokemon. Oh, these are black and white. Pokemon Platinum.
Yeah, there's a ton of different series of Pokemon manga and
Okay.
whatnot.
It is still a license to print money.
Yep. Yeah.
Am I going anywhere else on this?
If I was to give one more recommendation, it would be for the Legend of Zelda manga, another kid friendly. If you just look up Legend of Zelda on there. So we got plenty to choose from here as well. At the top, you can see there's the ones that have the same kind of green border at the top and brown at the bottom. Those are the standard volumes of the series, and each of these is a very quick take on individual games in the franchise. None of them are terribly substantial. There's 10 total volumes that adapt a handful of different games. There's also, however, the legendary editions, which you can see that blue cover one down there, the fancy looking one. So those are the legendary editions. They are each 2-in-1. They're nicer books, same material as those other ones. If you're wanting to get them something a little bit more fancy. But these are great if they have a specific Zelda game that they're enjoying. Those are fantastic. However, the one that I really want to highlight, if you go out to the front again, the up at the top, that second one, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. This is, to me, this is the best of the Zelda manga, and it's one that is really enjoyable separate from the game, so you don't have to be a fan of the games to enjoy them. It is very good as just a fantasy story, and it's full color. It's magazine sized, so it's bigger than a normal trade paperback. It has beautifully colored artwork all the way through, and it's just a really well told fantasy story. If you want to have something, I think it was specifically Damien Starr who took my recommendation on this and said that his kid loved it. That I think he like read it as like a bedtime story type thing, and they're just reading like segments of it per night, and he said that the kid absolutely loved it. So
nice.
This is another good recommendation, and you know, kids are familiar with Zelda. Zelda's still a popular franchise, still ongoing. So those are my recommendations. Again, if you are looking for some geeky comic or manga related material to get your kids or your nieces and nephews or whatever to read something, there you go. That's what I got for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Geo is suggesting Mermaid Saga.
I wouldn't say for kids, but
did I go there?
Yeah, no, it actually showed up on. That's probably why he mentioned it, because it was up there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Mermaid Saga, that first book is the one particular.
That's not for kids though.
2-volume manga, yeah, 16 and up. So the collector's editions, there are 2 volumes. It's created by Rumiko Takahashi, the creator of series like Ranma 1/2, Urusei Yatsura, and of course Inuyasha. It's a kind of a horror, romance, fairy tale type thing, where in Japan, folklore states that if you eat the flesh of a mermaid, you could be granted immortality, or alternatively, it's more likely that you'll either die or be horribly transformed into some grotesque monster by eating mermaid flesh. The main character inadvertently eats the flesh of a mermaid and becomes immortal to his he's lucky, he becomes immortal, but then eventually he grows tired of his immortality and he wants to go back to being normal, go back to having a normal mortal human life. And the only way to do so is to find the flesh of a mermaid and eat again and hope that it undoes this. So he begins his journey to try and find basically a cure to his immortality. And he's joined by a young woman who a group of elder mermaids were trying to eat so that they could regain their youth. And he saves her in one of the early chapters, and she joins in on the quest. And it's a very beautifully told story with great artwork. And it's also kind of haunting throughout, because like I said, it is also a horror series.
First of all, I don't want to be immortal. I am waiting for the sweet release of death currently. So, how does he inadvertently, was it like in sushi or something? How did he inadvertently eat a piece of mermaid flesh?
So
Does it spoil the story to tell it?
Inadvertently, I guess wouldn't be, but like unwittingly, that's what it says in the thing. So unwittingly, he's made to eat this flesh.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't exactly like, it's not something that he just, oops, I tripped and a piece of mermaid flesh fell in my mouth, something like that. It's not really, it's against his will.
I've eaten at the Golden Corral before and wanted to die but couldn't. Does that count?
I think we have one of those around here. The Golden Corral. What a hole. That's funny. I just have to highlight our buddy, the artist formerly known as Jesse Say What. Thank you. And he's got a picture of Prince. Nice.
Yeah, and those are assless chaps. Yep.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, on that profile photo.
I can't. I don't. Things are really small on my laptop. Oh, James, you're a nice guy. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Except for Omar. I refuse to live on in his heart and soul. He doesn't have one. And James, I'm sorry, but I have looked up manga on IST before. I believe that's where I bought the copy of Berserk that I read, and Blade of the Immortal 1.
Have you read Blade of the Immortal?
Sorry?
Did you read Blade of the Immortal yet?
I did, yeah.
That one should be a bit easier for you to digest.
I could read it a lot easier, yeah.
So many people get really up in arms about the fact that series is flipped, but it's times like this where I'm like, I'm thankful that there does still exist some flipped manga, because it allows people who actually have issue with reading the other way around to enjoy something that they otherwise might not be able to.
Yeah. First of all, I didn't even know you could do this. If you sort by discount amount on ISD, you can find books up to 80% off. I didn't know you could do that. How do you... Where's the... Oh, is that advanced search?
So I just pulled up I just went to clearance. I guess clearance doesn't do it.
Huh. Atit, how do you do that?
I don't know you could.
I didn't know you could do that either. That's interesting. Well, Riley, that was an amazing...
Good job, man.
Yeah, that was really amazing. I have like a book for a child. And now I feel inadequate again. No. Crypto the Super Dog. I enjoyed. This is one of those young adult books. This says graphic novels for everyone. I have a ton of books I can recommend, but since we're on the kids subject, while I enjoyed it, I think that this is an excellent book for, first of all, Ace the Bat Hound and Streaky are in this, so it's awesome.
I love Streaky.
Yeah. But I think this is probably more for new readers who are just starting out reading, like new readers. They're just learning to read, or maybe like third grade, second to third grade, I would guess this is probably perfect for. Now, I happen to love crypto, so it didn't bother me that it was, written for 9-year-olds, but I actually really enjoyed it. But yeah, this is definitely a book you want to get your child if they're into reading. If you want to give them a superhero book that might really appeal to them and get them possibly into comics, this would be a good first comic book to get them. It's extremely wholesome. It's very well written and fun, and like I said, there's lots of space adventures. Crypto and Streaky and Ace the Bat Hound are in it. You only see a smidgen of Superman in it. He lets this other kid in on taking care of Crypto while Superman's off on his adventures, and so the kid and Crypto and Streaky and I don't think Comet. Comet does not make an appearance. So
boo,
boo this man.
Boo! Comet the Super Horse is amazing.
Oh wait, no, Streaky the Comet the Super Horse, Beppo the Super Monkey.
Oh, it's got Beppo.
Wow. Yeah, it's got Beppo. I forgot that.
Wow, what a pull!
It's got Beppo and Comet in it too. I forgot about that.
Wow.
So okay, this has all the super pets. So this is something for a young reader. Get it for them for the Christmas. Yeah, Streaky's the super cat. Streaky's the super cat. Ace the Bat Hound from Batman. Comet is a super horse. And Beppo is the super monkey.
Yep.
And of course, Riley doesn't like the story of Beppo's origins. Or Crypto's origins, for that matter. Is it Crypto or Beppo that you don't like the origin?
Well, Crypto has several origins, and there's like the kind of effed up origin about Jor-El just using Crypto as a test subject to see if the rocket would work.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah. That's not in this book. Jor-El does not make an appearance in this book, thankfully.
Alan Moore wrote a story where Crypto dies, and to this day I can never read it because I know it's coming. I've never read
whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow?
I have never read it because I know what's going to happen at the end of that story, and I know I can't do it.
That's one of my all-time favorite books. When he was hired to escort out the sort of Silver Age characters and bring in the modern age. And you're right. I know that part's coming every time that Crypto takes the kryptonite for Superman to protect him and dies. And I get choked up every time. This is a made-up story about a made-up super dog, about Silver Age characters. None of them exist. I guess that's either a testament to how well written the stories are, or I've got an 8-year-old's mentality. I don't know. Well, I don't want to speak for you, Lou, because you get choked up about it too.
I can't.
I always get choked up about that part.
Here's how bad it is for me. Whenever I'm about to watch a movie and I know there's a dog in it, there's a website that you can look up. I think it's like doesthedogdie.com or something.
Yeah.
I look it up because if it happens, I'm like, I'm not watching it. I can't.
How you do with John Wick?
Well, John Wick justified it because he unleashes hell for the next hour and a half. So I was like, okay, that's good enough for me.
I own the first 2 John Wick movies, and I still haven't been able to get myself to watch them because I know about that scene. And I understand that you said it's justified and that it's great, and there's 4 movies that are awesome. I can't get myself to watch it. And I really want to because I've heard they're so great.
They're great, man.
But I just can't get myself to. Here, this is Jeff brings up a good point. Yeah, Comet was a centaur in the beginning. Wait, we talked about this, Riley.
Yeah, a few weeks ago about like Comet was cursed by what, a Greek goddess?
Was it Circe?
I think so, and like turned into a horse, but can be turned back human. So like Supergirl legitimately had a romantic relationship with her horse.
That's right.
Is this one of so my follow-up question to that is this one of those things like Norman Osborn having a relationship with Gwen Stacy that it never happened after that?
It's never been retconned because I think it happened in the Silver Age and it was all just goofy stories.
Okay.
And he was human, but then he got turned back into a horse. So he was a human being. So but yeah, Riley and I talked about it, and like all the super pets have some ickiness behind them somehow. It's kind of unfortunate now that we're getting into it. I haven't read this because I'm too afraid to read it. Stray Dogs.
I haven't read it.
It's very popular. I know that it's hugely popular. But I haven't. Something happens and the dogs get revenge, but I don't want to know because dogs are in danger. So
yeah,
I don't even like dogs in danger. I don't, let alone. Yeah, and as a kid that saw Old Yeller, I loved the theme song. It's a great theme song, but that movie's effed up. I mean, that's just if you really pay attention to a lot of Walt Disney movies, like Bambi, a lot of effed up stuff happens when Walt was alive.
Yeah, the House of Mouse pulled no punches back in the day.
They wanted you to be traumatized.
Yeah.
They're like, this is real life, 8-year-old. Do you have? I have a stack of books, Lou. Do you have something? You're probably pressed for time. Do you have some suggestions for holiday gifts?
I've got 3 things on my list. One of them is a book. The other one isn't. I'll start with. So for those of you out there that are fans of Guardians of the Galaxy, the game that just came out is amazing. It's so they 100% nailed it. It has no right to be as good as it is. So I know a lot of you out there have kids and they're probably into the Guardians and stuff like that. This is a great pickup for them. They'll enjoy it all the way through. All the characters are spot on for the characters that they would be in the movies. I know Jess, Riley, and I, we grew up with the characters being completely different than what they are right now.
Yeah.
So it was always been kind of interesting to see that transition of when James Gunn took over the characters and now you read the comics and they are the movie characters. It's almost like the Guardians before the movie don't even exist anymore. They pretty much don't even acknowledge that stuff. So the game is fantastic. It's on sale right now for $25. You can't go wrong with it. Honestly, you're playing as a Star-Lord the whole game, and right off the bat, they just nail the entire vibe of what you expect from Guardians of the Galaxy with the classic music. There is a massive list of classic 70s and 80s music in the game. And they integrate it really well. Fucking Def Leppard is in this game. So I was really happy with that. It's so much fun though, and the story is great. The banter, oh my god, the banter between all the Guardians,
The banter.
the banter between all of
Uh-huh.
them is so good. There are several moments that actually so far have made me laugh out loud, and it just I remember when the first commercial came out for it, I thought, we'll see. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but it's in my top 5 for the year for sure.
And you play a lot of games.
When I can, yeah,
Yeah.
when I get the chance to. So this is definitely on my list. I think, like I said, if you've got a younger family member, or a teenager, or somebody who's into the Guardians and they're not really into reading comics too much, shame on you. The Guardians of the Galaxy game is an absolutely great pickup. You can't go wrong with it, and I think you'll absolutely enjoy it.
I heard the storyline was great, and
It
like you
is.
said, the banter was great.
Mhm.
Sherlock and I were talking about it, and he was telling me how great it was, but I can't. The Minister of Comics has forbade me from playing it until I start and finish Spider-Man.
That's
So
actually
I
that's
can't.
actually go ahead. Sorry.
I asked for it for Christmas, but I'm not allowed to play it because Taylor said no. You have to play Spider-Man first, because I have it and it's been sitting on my pile since 2017 practically. He said you have to play that game. It is the greatest game, and then play Guardians of the
So
Galaxy.
good.
But you won't. You have to play Spider-Man. So I agreed to that. And so I have to, but I'm hopefully gonna get it for Christmas because it sounds awesome.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's so damn good. They went as far as getting a band. The band has a full like hour long album of 80s metal that they put into the game, and it is the inspiration for how Star-Lord gets his name in this game, which is just brilliant. I can't believe James Gunn actually didn't think about it. It's really
Wow.
fucking cool. So Star-Lord gets his name, very minor spoilers. This happens in the first 5 minutes that you find this out. Star-Lord gets his name from an 80s hair metal band that he listened to as a kid, and it was his favorite CD. It was his favorite record. That's how he gets his. It's so good, dude. Just little stuff like that is so awesome.
I'm excited to play it eventually.
Yeah, I think you'll honestly dig it. It's so much fun, and I can't sing the praises of this enough. It completely caught me off guard.
Nice.
Um, this is for this next thing is for the fan in your life that went and saw the Venom movie and thought they were the next best thing since sliced bread. Go ahead and get them the Donny Cates Venom hardcover that is out right now. There is a volume 1, I believe, guys, and a volume 2, if I'm not mistaken. 2 volumes out.
I think 3 is coming out soon too.
Right. Go get them those volumes because it is, in my humble opinion, some of the best Venom stuff since Agent Venom when Rick Remender was writing the character. That's just my humble opinion. And what else is there to say? We've talked about Donny Cates 1,000 times. I've talked about him 1,000 times. It's Venom. It's Donny Cates. It's Ryan Stegman on art. It's absolutely gorgeous. You don't need to know anything about the history of the character to enjoy this. But if you do, and if you do have a lot of prior knowledge of who the character was and some of the stuff that he's gone through, you'll enjoy this even so much more. It's such a great read all the way through. It in total, I think it's 50 issues in that ballpark, if I'm not mistaken. That's including the absolute carnage and the other tie-in stuff and all that other stuff. So if you got somebody in your family that really enjoyed the Venom movie and you enjoyed the second Venom movie, I still haven't seen it, I want to see it, then I think honestly this is a solid pickup. It's super easy, and I think they'll enjoy it. It's a great entryway.
There's a hot toy that just came out this week, of that character of of what's his name? What's his name? That
No.
plays him in the movie?
Oh, Woody Harrelson,
No, Venom.
Tom
Um,
Hardy.
Tom Hardy. It's a movie Venom hot toy that is probably the coolest, bitchinest, bossest hot toy I've ever seen. It makes me want to see the movie because I haven't seen the second one, but
Yeah.
in this hot toy has so many accessories to it that his costume has, he's Venom, and then his tendrils come out and there are little Venom heads on it,
Yeah.
like extra Venom. And I was just
Huh.
like, I gotta see this movie. There's like Venom buds all over him that are chomping and stuff. It was the coolest hot toy, and now I want to see that movie. I have no idea if I'm I am one of the few people on the planet. Tyler Blunt and I both liked that first movie. We
Yeah.
didn't hate it, so I want to see the second one.
I did not like that first one.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I've heard the second one's better. So I really want to watch the second one, especially since we're right around the corner from the new Spider-Man movie coming out. So I'm super jonesed about it. I love Carnage. I love Woody Harrelson. So maybe it'll be good, and maybe I'll enjoy the second one more than the first one. So I'm optimistic about it.
Based on those hot toys, there's a hot toy Carnage from the movie too, and it looked really cool too.
Mm-hmm.
But the Venom hot toy, wow. Here's a question. Jeff Sutter says, "Am I the only person that dislikes Venom and Carnage? I just don't see the attraction."
Yes,
You are. He is the only person.
you are the only person. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I read the first volume of Kate's run, and I really enjoyed it. I've got to read volume 2, and then I guess in the middle of volume 2, Absolute Carnage. You go to. It splits off, or maybe at the end of volume 2. I haven't read it yet, but I have Absolute Carnage.
I was reading it as I was coming out. I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
My next item on my list. This is for the kid that you absolutely hate, or when you have to go to your boss's house and you have to put up with that little bastard that's running around and bothering the hell out of you. Give them Spider-Man Bloodline. I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
Wait a sec. I have something for that.
Mm.
Is this going to be?
Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that is a book that I can't wait for us to discuss again. It is a book that is so bad I will retroactively go back and apologize to everything that I've read before and said you are not as it is an achievement with how bad that book is. I apologize to you if you enjoyed Batman Damned and I got on your. It's not that bad. I'm sorry. Batman Damned is not that bad. This is a level of incompetence that I don't think I have ever read in a comic. It is so bad. It makes Sarah Pacelli look incompetent. And Sarah Pacelli.
Oh, that's right. She drew that.
She drew that. She cut a check for that. So, it is. Pacelli's an amazing artist, but I don't know what was happening with that book. So, oh my god.
Yeah, I think we reviewed that book.
We did.
Did the three of us?
Yes. Yeah.
I think in 2 weeks from now, I think is the end of the year.
Yep, we do the Omnis.
Let's see. Today's the 2nd, 16th, and 30th. It'd probably be more fun to do it the 16th.
And you know what? I propose we change it from the Golden Kirkman to the Golden Abram because it's that bad. I never want to read anything that bad again.
Okay, one sec.
Oh my god, dude.
Whoop. Is it Abram or Abrams?
Abrams.
The golden Abram. There we go. I think Jesus Christ, I can't imagine anything worse that I've read this year than that book. I mean, that Grimlock story was pretty close. I don't know if you've read the Grimlock where he goes back in time yet, Riley, because that was pretty close to being terrible.
I have not.
But this is good lord. Good lord.
Yeah, it was a new level of bad.
I firmly believe Pacelli was phoning that in. I really don't think, because that is not a good demonstration of what she is as an artist.
What's something really good that she's done?
Miles Morales' Spider-Man.
Okay.
She was great.
Yeah, so we know she has it in her.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll work on getting a ticker because now all I have is a banner. Yeah, I agree with you that was probably the worst book I read this year.
Oh my god.
And it's especially galling the circumstances behind it, I think. Like the only way is the assumption the only way this got published because of who this kid was.
Yes. Yes. Because he would be laughed out of. And I don't do this anymore because I just don't. I'm just not in that headspace anymore. But he would be laughed out of Jim Shooter's office, anybody's office, any EIC worth their salt would not have published this. They would have read the script and go, "Yeah, we're not putting this out." But it's got Abrams' name on it. He's got a lot of clout, so
yeah.
I still think the funniest part of that was when we discovered that like Henry Abrams is not a child. Like,
that he was like 25.
Yeah, he's an adult freaking man, and because we're at first it was like, well, if he's a kid, like it's just it's a kid writing it, and then we looked and it's like, oh no, this dude's an adult. He should know better.
We thought he was 12 at first.
I genuinely thought, okay, it's a kid, we can't lay into him too much. And then just finding out this fucker's like 25. No, fuck this guy. He's taking basic English courses.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have some recommendations, sort of. I'll just get into them. This book I just finished. It was Marvel 2-in-1. The Thing and the Human Torch. This takes place right after Battle World. And Sue and Reed and the kids disappear. And this is written by Zdarsky. And the reason I'm saying is it comes out in hardcover, I believe, next week. Oversized hardcover. I sacrificed, read it in trades. And it was coming out as Fantastic Four, Fate of the Four. I loved this book. I thought Chip Zdarsky did a great job on it. Some of the art gets a little wonky towards the end for my taste. It reminded me maybe of Jack Davis in Mad Magazine, but it didn't take me out of the comic. But I would say this is a gift for yourself to get the oversized hardcover of this. It's going to be Fantastic Four, Fate of the Four, and it's got a really cool cover, and it's going to be I don't know that I'm going to upgrade, which since I sacrificed for you, but I urge everybody to give this a shot for yourself. That's the Christmas present, the holiday present, the Christmas holiday present for yourself. If you're a collector of figures, action figures, this is a boss Batgirl. This is something McFarlane actually did right. And yeah, it's from the Batman family, but I just got it, so I haven't taken it out of its package yet. But this is, I think it's better than the first one because I have the first one. And I also ordered a third one because I love Barbara Gordon. And it's got lots of articulation, a grapple gun,
Finger
and
guns?
sorry,
Finger guns?
she has a batarang and a grapple gun.
No finger guns like Red Hood.
No. Wait. I have a Red Hood from McFarlane that has guns.
Oh, you haven't seen the new one?
Oh, is that from Gotham City? Yeah, Gotham City. There, Gotham City Knights or Gotham Knights.
Which one? Which one is it, Riley? The one with the finger guns now.
As a figure?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell you on the figures.
I have my Red Hood with a really cool car paint for the hood.
Yeah.
That has guns.
Right.
Let me look. Wait, I've got it pulled up. Let's see.
Somebody in the chat will know.
I think I can get there. Let's see.
Summer Nights.
That is Gotham Knights, and that would be Red Hood. Okay, I can share this. Let's take a look. Your accusation is that Red Hood does not come. Okay, do you see that? Yes. Okay, let me go through it. There he is.
Cool.
He's running.
Also, I really dig the
Finger guns. You're right.
I told you.
I
told you.
That's what?
Yeah, I told you.
You're right.
That's wild.
Because I think the new thing is Red Hood doesn't use guns anymore or something like that. Hey, he's gonna Fonz you to death.
Hey,
let me get my Red Hood.
It's so dumb.
But does it seriously, like, he has an open hand? Does it not come with a gun to put in the hand at all?
No, it doesn't.
No, it's finger guns.
Can you go to the picture of in the box?
Yeah.
There are no guns. It's just yeah. That's it, man.
What?
Yeah, it's finger guns. I thought you were making it up.
No, I'm being serious.
Wow. Well, this is the Batgirl that I just ordered. She looks cool, but I'm sure she doesn't have guns. Wait, why aren't you here? Why aren't you showing up?
I think
there she is.
I think I read somewhere that he doesn't use guns anymore out of respect to Bruce.
Since when does he fucking respect Bruce?
I think it was a Chip Zdarsky thing.
Oh, the new run he's doing?
I could have swore that's what I read. That it was a Chip Zdarsky thing that he like made up with Bruce, and he's like, "In your honor, I won't use guns anymore," or something like that.
I'll just point at people.
I gotta get that back up.
Pew pew, Joker. Pew pew. You hit me in the face with a crowbar. Pew pew.
Let's talk about our feelings, Joker. So
when it is.
When you were beating me over the head with a crowbar, what were you thinking, huh?
Like, what is he doing? Like prostate examining people to death?
Oh, with two fingers? Ah. I'm hoping that's one finger gun.
I will also say I like the combination of bulletproof vest and hoodie. So that's new. That's pretty cool.
Bulletproof hoodie.
It's a bulletproof hoodie.
It looks like he's wearing a corset.
I can't. Oh, there it is.
It's like a corset with straps and a hood.
I don't know that I could move dressed up like that.
And the like some sort of Y strap on his crotch, like you would have if you're repelling.
That just seems uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That would chafe.
Now I like this is like all the female character costumes that make no sense. This is that for a male costume.
You know what this is? This is the new X-Men version. Do you remember of Emma Frost in new X-Men?
Yeah.
Well, that costume was designed. This is that, except for guys.
She had hardly anything on in New X-Men.
I actually thought it was a cool design because the X was just the
Yeah.
yeah. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
It was cool. Well, here's
there he is.
Yeah, let me highlight myself. He's got red car. This is car paint on his hood so that it's super shiny and boss.
Cool.
And then I'm pretty sure those aren't finger guns. These are like silver guns that come out of his holsters right here.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of my favorite figures because of this car paint job. So I guess I'm glad I got this.
Yeah, that's a much better design.
So yeah, he's not using Red Hood doesn't use guns anymore.
Okay, so that's not McFarlane making a decision. That's from a book that's being written then.
Yeah, it's in Detective Comics. Red Hood has vowed to cease his use of his iconic firearms in favor of tools more aligned with the Bat family's method. Red Hood is remaining basically, yeah. So he's another Nightwing.
Okay, well, I still like this figure, and it's good to get. It's available at Amazon, and you can get it next day for free shipping. So I dig this Batgirl figure. She's boss.
Mm-hmm.
The other books that I think are fun for the family, these are actually really fun stories. This is Rebirth Christmas and Rebirth Christmas sequel, holiday sequel, very DC Rebirth holiday and holiday sequel. I really, well, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's for some of these things are for more like teenagers and above. These are great stories though. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah. If you have teenagers in your house and you like DC, these are surprisingly good because they're taken from existing comics, and it's like a collection, holiday collection. And right around this time, I like reading them. They're just a blast. I really dig these. Let's see. Of course, this one has. Whoops! I don't know if I should. Well, yeah, no, it's got a really good Harley story in it. And it's got this is the first one. It's got a really boss Tom King Batman story in it. So there's a lot of good creators and a lot of good stuff in these books. I really dig them. For the horror fan in your life, The Autumnal.
Ooh.
I think you dig. Huh?
That cover with the eye.
Gio didn't like this cover either when I showed it Monday. I think you dig this story, Lou. It's a really, really well-written horror story.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a Christmas story. But if you're giving a gift for a horror fan, this is a great book. Amazon didn't like the cover so much they wouldn't let the publisher promote it on Amazon's site.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it hits on all cylinders, tugging at a mother's love, child in jeopardy, crazy town, everything's great, then everything's weird. I loved this book.
Cool. All right, man. I'll check it out.
All right, and then support Kelly Thompson. Christmas gift to her. You need to make your Christmas gift to her by reading her fantastic Black Widow run. The more you can, first of all, this is great. It has a bunch of great Adam Hughes covers included. The story I really loved, and Kelly Thompson needs way more love than she's getting from anybody. And I'm going to make a video about why she's one of my all-time favorite writers. I think she's great. I think her Captain Marvel's up to like trade paperback 6, and it still hasn't gotten a hardcover. So I'm going to buy everything in trade, in sacrifice, in hopes of her getting an oversized hardcover. It's awesome. This book rules. The other side of Venom, if you liked Suicide Squad, the movie that came out this year, the Suicide Squad Bad Blood book by Tom Taylor.
So good, man.
Yeah, this is in my top 10 easily.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Harley in this. If you're a Harley hater, then you'll be able to read this book. I understand that there's Harley hate in this. She's mostly a bystander. It is extremely humorous, extremely adventurous. It's a kind of whodunit, who's behind everything. It's got everything. It's Tom Taylor. It's just fantastic. Mm-hmm. And if you like the movie, you will like this book. Mm-hmm. Even if you didn't even see this movie, you should read this because it's Tom Taylor, my other favorite writer besides Kelly Thompson.
So good.
This is a book you need to read, Lou. Have you read this yet?
No, but I know you've been singing the praises of it for a while.
If it's not my number one book, it's my number 2 book. I don't know. For those of you who like criminology, crime procedurals, Harley is completely different in this book. It's got 2 artists, Miko Swayan and Mike Mayhew, who do different parts of Harley's life and parts of what's going on. It's Harley is helping the Gotham PD trying to solve these very intricate, creative murders of a serial killer. And then the art goes into something in the past, and it's like color Mike Mayhew, which is amazing. I found this to be an intriguing, excellently written crime procedural by Cami Garcia. It hit all the right notes for me as far as criminal investigations go. And then it had an ending that made me really, really want a sequel. Okay. So I'm going to be making a video about this because it's going to be one of my top books of the year. And lastly, if you just like great books, you notice this is still sealed, but I know it's great because I read it in single issues that I had bound into a custom bound book. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with it, but it's got all of this in it. The J.H. Williams stuff, the Greg Rucka stuff. It does not have an ending for the J.H. Williams run. It's still worth reading. The Greg Rucka run is amazing. This is a terrible cover. Yes, I agree. But the inside is awesome. Batwoman, this is a great book. The other great Batwoman book is the Detective Rebirth Omni. That's one of her best books ever. But I kept the hardcovers of that, so I don't have the Omni. I can't think of what that's called. Detective, what's that called, Riley?
Which book was it?
The Detective Rebirth Omni.
The Rise and Fall of the Batman?
Yeah. that's a great Batwoman omnibus because she's in charge of the Bat family. Great run. So do you get both of them?
Yeah.
For the Batwoman, for this superhero, straight on superhero recommendation that's very differently written, with a lot of personal. Kate Kane goes through a lot of personal challenges in this book regarding her sexual identity, regarding her father, who's a tough guy, and dealing with family issues, and the incredible the Greg Rucka run is really remarkable, and then the J.H. Williams run just didn't get a chance to finish, but I love this book, and even though J.H. Williams didn't get a chance to finish it, I still love the stories that he wrote. So I love this one.
The price of admission alone is worth it just for the J.H. Williams art. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and then wait, who drew his? Did Hayden Blackman draw the J.H. Williams part? Yeah.
Or am I wrong on that?
J.H. Williams drew the Greg Rucka part, but then J.H. Williams wrote the second part, and I think W. Hayden Blackman. No,
it's a co-writer. So the majority of the Rucka stuff is drawn by Williams, except for the last 3 issues, which is drawn by Jock.
That is beautiful.
The New 52 run is co-written by J.H. Williams with W. Hayden Blackman.
Okay.
J.H. Williams provides the artwork, I think, on like every other arc. Like he draws the first and third, but then Amy Reeder, I think, does the second arc. So they go back and forth. And I think there's also Trevor McCarthy artwork in there too.
Yeah, he has credit.
That's why I remembered all of those details about that specific book, but I did.
Nice pull. You filled in the gaps in what I said. Thank you.
I think it's he did the New 52 first arc, and then Amy Reeder, and then the third arc was the one with Wonder Woman, called like World's Finest or something, and that's when he returned. J.H. Williams returned to doing the artwork on that one, and I remember that one because I was like, dude, this is dope. Like his Wonder Woman is fantastic.
Yeah. So those are my recommendations. All of them are fairly selfish, actually. You can get them for yourself and just be happy. Don't give them to anybody. Just get them for yourself.
Except for Bloodline. Give that out to somebody.
Give that to someone you hate.
Yes.
Somebody we don't hate, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 65% off. And a teat says using a special filter, you can find 80% off books, which is amazing. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. At the end of every month, we give away $50 to a lucky viewer out there. IST provides the credit that you can use. We are grateful for that. $50 or more gets you an order. If $50, if you order $50 worth of comics, you get free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Thank you very much. Here we go. There are IDW books at 80% off. Wow. Holy guacamole. And Jeff has a good point here. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and feel free to leave a comment. Yeah. Oh, there's Nick Munoz. I didn't know you were in here. Hey, buddy. What's going on?
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
No. And there's a lot of comments. I'm sorry I didn't get to I feel like, yeah, that's right. Batgirl live unboxing coming soon to Unbox and Chill. So there you have OmniBros Live Holiday Gift Guide for 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Omnibus Collector, where can they find you?
You
On the
can
internet
find
and
me
stuff.
on my channel, the Omnibus Collector. I just recently hit 45,000 subscribers
Whoa!
and am chugging right along. Got 45.2 now.
Nice.
So that's fun.
How many videos a day? How many videos a week do you put up, do you think?
I have typically one or two. I'm trying to get back on 2 a week. But I hit a hiccup because my first video for this week was supposed to be a one sponsored by a publisher, but apparently I mispronounced the title to the book I was talking about.
Ooh.
So I have to
Oh.
refilm it. So now that's going to be like probably next week video, and this week video is going to be filmed pretty soon. But anyway, so there's that, and then also, of course, I play around on TikTok at the Omnibus Collector. So if you are on that, you can see me do stuff there. I've been busy lately, so I've only been able to do like one little 1-minute video a day, but I do play around on there sometimes.
Comics Guide, where can they find you?
So, Comics Guide 101 on Twitter is the place where you can find me, and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where you can see a whole bunch of old videos and stuff that I put up a while ago.
And if it wasn't for you being on Twitter, I wouldn't know anything that was going on in the world.
Yeah.
You are my source of information.
Yeah, I really 90% of my Twitter is actually almost 100% at this point is just following creators, following video game websites, and sneakers.
And
That's
sneakers.
That's
Nice.
pretty much what my Twitter feed is at this point.
And I'm going to steal this idea. I want to make a holiday guide for my channel. So besides best of 2021, I'm going to do a holiday gift guide too. And I'll give Geo credit since he came up with the idea. But that's on OmniDogs Vault on YouTube and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. So please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you to InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor, who has stuck with us through thick and thin, and we really appreciate them. Thank you to those of you watching us afterwards. Thank you to those of us watching us now. Thank you to the chat. I'm sorry I didn't get to a lot of your questions. If you feel like saying them again for Monday, please do. We'll be here again Monday. And I feel compelled to tell you that this Saturday, 8 p.m., Saturdays in the Batcave, we will be building our Batmobile 66s live on camera. That's right. We've never built Lego before. Taylor and I are going to give it a shot. So thank you to the chat. Thank you to everybody watching. Peace and love. Peace and love.